On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. All right, guys, welcome back to another segment. You know the way we'll do it now. We are always there to give you guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. And if you are new to this channel, do it to like, share, subscribe, and follow, because we only deliberate on Chelsea matters. Today is all about the truth have to be heard.
Or has to be told.
Have to be told. And the truth is always what?
Bitter.
Is always bitter. But the truth have to be told. Mind you, is our own opinion. You can drop yours at the comment section, laying your reference point. You can say, okay, this other side you agree, this other side you don't agree. You understand? Like I said, it's our own opinion. Yes, the truth have to be told. I want to start with, I know some of you will be expecting me to talk about the transfer of Conor Gallagher. I've said yes to Atletico Madrid. We'll come to that.
Definitely.
We'll come to that area. We'll come to that. But let me start with this. The first truth we have to say, or we have to tell you guys, which is our own opinion, is Dave, is Enzo Fernandez overrated or overhyped? Is one thing that we are supposed to say last season, but I don't know why today we just decided to bring up a topic like this. The truth have to be told.
You know, I don't even know why I'm hesitating to say it. See, let's be honest and truthful. Already we've said it before that Enzo Fernandez is not worth the money we spent for him. But at this point, I'm not even sure if he's supposed to play for Chelsea at this moment. Supposedly. And take notes.
Are you saying this because of his current states? Or you are saying this before, okay, you have this in mind even before Chelsea signed him?
Well, I think before Chelsea signed Enzo Fernandez, just like we used to say, before Chelsea signed Enzo Fernandez, I remember that there was one player at one of our midfielders that left. Jorginho, yes. Yeah. And Chelsea was under pressure to sign a midfielder at that moment.
Exactly.
And then Enzo Fernandez was the name that was given to Chelsea. And obviously because he just won the World Cup at that period, and he won the young player of the tournament, and immediately Chelsea started going for him. Now, along the line, if I can remember, or if I'm correct, if I'm not correct, correct me. I remember the first bid that was brought to, or Chelsea bid or dropped for Enzo Fernandez. It wasn't up to £90 million. The first ever bid.
Yeah.
It was because Benfica now felt, oh, Chelsea has come into the table, and our boy Enzo just won the World Cup. And even if you can remember, Benfica didn't want to sell him at that point.
At that point, yeah.
But
due to desperation
and the price tag that Chelsea
Chelsea was actually desperate
for a midfielder at that point. That was how desperate we were. And the only name that came to our heads at that point was Enzo Fernandez. But
don't forget, Chelsea also make inquiries about Jude Bellingham.
Yes, but I don't think the Bellingham himself was ready to come to Chelsea. It was just between Liverpool and mostly Real Madrid at that time. And I also remember Manuel Ugarte of PSG. I think Manuel Ugarte of PSG.
That was during the time of Moses Caicedo.
Moses Caicedo, all those deals. Chelsea almost signing the guy, but the guy didn't come again. And so Enzo Fernandez was the only person that was left. And so Chelsea put in every of their strength. In fact, I watched Mr. Peter's video. I can remember that I haven't come to Obviously with that time.
Yeah.
But then, when I go back, I watch the videos of how you reported for the deal, and even how our officials had to fly down to bring him. But why are we saying all this? The question is, did Chelsea sign Enzo Fernandez out of desperation and really did not look at his qualities? Enzo Fernandez is overrated to me.
It's not that we are writing him.
We're not writing him off.
We are not writing him off.
Now, people will say...
But the way people are carrying it as that kind of midfielder that we carry Chelsea.
Yes.
No.
He's not the person.
Just like when we had the likes of Frank Lampard in Chelsea. Those kind of
Frank Lampard is even... I'm even saying, if he could play like Cesc Fabregas, for example, the little thing that Fabregas did at Chelsea... Basics. Just do that thing that Fabregas could be able to do. The stuff that who would I even pinpoint again? which other player would I ever say? Another midfielder that can pinpoint. I can't say Kante, obviously.
No.
I can't say Kante,
Too
obviously.
insulting.
I can't say. Well, John Obi Mikel is not his. They don't play at the same level. But let me just use Fabregas for example. Fabregas is the perfect fit,
and it's
because,
not even his.
Yes, because Enzo Fernandez is this player that we all think or we feel that should be the creative player in that Chelsea midfield.
Exactly.
Should be able to create. Give good passes. Now, most people will say it's just playing him at his original position.
Or most people will say, but during Potter's time, he was creating.
I know. That's where I'm getting to now.
Okay.
Now, during Potter's time, I saw the best of Enzo.
Yeah.
I saw the best of Enzo Fernandez, but it wasn't enough to me.
Exactly.
Let's tell ourselves the truth. It wasn't enough to me. Now, we keep saying that when you play for Chelsea, there's this level of expectation. Talking of the fact that you are signed for a huge amount of money, and then you have some records to back you up. You're a World Cup winner and you're a World Cup young player of the tournament. But we've not seen that from Enzo. After Potter left, we've not seen it. We had Lampard coming. We had the assistant of Sartor coming.
Sartor came in before. Sartor coached against Liverpool. That was the late game. After that, Lampard stepped in. And then we had
Pochettino coming in
last season. And we saw how bad it was.
It was so bad.
Truth be told.
People said it was because of his injury. And I'll keep saying that is not an excuse, because if you had an injury, you should have got to fix yourself. Not allowing the injury to affect your performance on the field, thereby affecting the results of the club itself. Don't tell me you're passionate when if you have an injury, you go and fix yourself. Come back and be fit.
Truth have to be told.
The truth has to be told. Let's be honest with ourselves. Now, why am I going back to Graham Potter's tenure of Enzo Fernandez? Yes, he was good then, but he wasn't enough. He wasn't the player that we expected to come out from. Now, the reason why I said this is because when you're signed for that amount of money, when you're playing for Chelsea, you need to be versatile. Don't tell me that your position is the sixth position only. That's the only way you can play.
No.
There are times when the coach will change it. You have to be able to adapt.
Even Golo play as an attacking midfielder.
We
also play as a defensive
done that.
midfielder.
A lot of do you know that Cesc Fabregas was playing as an attacking midfielder for Arsenal? Go and check it. In his first 2-3 seasons, he played as one of the best attacking midfielders for Arsenal. Even for Spain in the 2010 World Cup, he was playing as a first 9. Cesc Fabregas of the midfield guy.
To tell you that even though you're not playing in your actual position,
you should be able. It doesn't limit you. It doesn't limit you.
That's where we are going over to the next person.
Now, I don't know. Caicedo and Enzo, people say that their partnership is not good. I don't know. But is it the same position they are being fixed together? Caicedo just close to Enzo. And yet we didn't see the best of Enzo. Yes, people will say it because of injury. Fine. But let's be honest with ourselves.
He's not as top notch
as we make him. We carry him to be. He's not. Let's be honest with ourselves. And
we are not writing him off. We are not.
For me, his time is ticking at Chelsea. Because you know one thing about us.
when the time comes, he doesn't deliver the way you want.
We don't go look that money when we sign you again. No. That money, we don't say you don't go. You don't lose. You don't lose that.
You understand?
We go look for a better replacement, because at this point in time, we cannot endure another bad season again.
At all.
We cannot endure it.
Okay, going over to the next one. Still on the truth have to be told. Mudryk. I know he's one player we always talk about in this place, and there's some people that still defend Mudryk up till today. Say that Mudryk, we are not saying that he will not turn out good, but he's not looking at like somebody that will turn out good for himself.
For himself, not even for Chelsea.
Not for Chelsea, for himself.
Very good.
So looking at Mudryk, is it that Chelsea wastes money on signing that guy? If you have to say the truth.
How many million pounds again?
They say if you have to calculate everything, bonuses, expenditure, agent fee, all the calculations you can spend. I know that if you type on Google now, Google might give you 80 million pounds in signing Mudryk, but everything all the Gbogbo flight and everything might cost about 100 and something million to bring Mudryk to Chelsea.
So we spent £100 million. I don't want to call it flop because people will feel like I'm insulting him, but let's be honest
to ourselves. We have to tell the truth.
Tell the truth. And I know because I've talked about Mudryk here before, and most people attacked me, said all sorts of things about me. I would like, because I know you're a Mudryk fan. If you're a Mudryk fan, please come under the comment and tell me why you think Mudryk can become a better player for Chelsea, or how, or in which way can he become a better player.
I like the fact that you use for Chelsea because Mudryk might still can leave Chelsea. Now, let's say he can hear tomorrow morning that Chelsea want to loan him out to Arsenal, and when go to Arsenal and start performing, then some Chelsea fans will be like, Shebi, Peter and Dave are saying that Mudryk is not good. He might not be good for Chelsea.
The truth is that when you have played under 3 to 4 coaches, and yes, your best is not out. At this point, you don't need to blame a coach again.
Yourself. That's why I said yourself.
You have to work on yourself. We spoke about Caicedo last season on how, was it Caicedo? That the personal trainer, coach,
he has to employ,
how to evaluate his performance in every game.
He employed the personal.
He employed a personal. Now, I'm not saying that same system will work for you, but my question is, what have you done as a player to improve on yourself? Do you watch your clips to say, okay, this is where I can improve? Because we've not seen any atom of improvement. Forget about the times when you will just, maybe you go enter your head, you go just score goal, or you go do one marvelous thing. But generally, his general gameplay, he just seems so out of every game. He's not involved in every game. I'm not saying that you should give me hat-trick in every game, or you give me assists in every game, or do one wonderful dribble in every game, but at least be involved in the game. But we don't see that from Mudryk. Time after time, we've not seen it. This is why, you see, most of this preseason I hit mostly on the first team players, those players that played last season more. The likes of Mudryk, the rest.
Yes.
Mudryk and Mudryk them. But Mudryk is, I'm really disappointed, to be honest.
He's an average player.
He's really average. And most people say, okay, during the Man City game, we're not talking about the Man City game, actually.
No, we're not talking.
But people say
the truth just have to be told.
It just has to be told.
That's all.
You understand?
We're not here to capitalize on Man City game, but we are just here to generalize on some certain truth, on some certain things that we have seen that we don't normally say it here. We just have to say it.
Are you sure that shirt number is not even
that number 10
putting pressure? Because ever since I started watching football when I was a kid, every number 10 I've seen.
You have to be good.
Yeah, you have to be. Even if it's a team that I don't even know from Adam. Once I say they wear number 10 is one of the best players in that team.
Exactly.
And now you are seeing the whole different thing with Mudryk at Chelsea. If the number 10 is the problem, they should change it and give it another number. Play your ball. Let us see. If not, I would say Chelsea should just loan him out.
Okay. All right, moving forward, talking about Nicolas Jackson. He's one player that since the season ended, we don't really emphasize on Nicolas Jackson. You watch him last season at Chelsea, and I guess you watch all his games. He performed and everything. Will you say Nicolas Jackson is underrated or overrated if you had to spill out the truths on this particular player?
I think he's fairly rated.
You don't want to say underrated.
He's not over. He's not under. He's fairly rated. But anytime anybody is talking down on Jackson, I really don't like it because sometimes ago you talk down on Jackson. It's because of him. I used emotions to talk down on him because you see, when you're analyzing football, you need to let go of emotions, and that is one thing I have learned as a football analyst.
Right now,
lay down your emotions and analyze football the way it is. Now, most people will say Jackson is not an original number 9. Yes, he showed in his lot of chances that he missed last season.
It was not clinical.
But let's be honest with ourselves. A player that did not play his original position and yet scored over 17 goals in all competitions last season.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves. He was just... How many goals was Watkins ahead of Jackson? It's not much. It's not much. But people say, oh, He's not good. He's not good for Chelsea. But yet, even when he didn't play his original position, he scored that amount of goals. So we can't talk down on him. The only thing I will say about Jackson is his finishing. Fine. If he works on that, Jackson is good to go.
So you are saying that he's underrated.
That's why I use the word fairly rated, because you see those chances he missed last season. It cost us a lot. That's why I said fairly rated. He's not underrated. He's not overrated. I cannot overrate him because, one of the basics of a striker, I keep saying it, is for you to put the ball at the back of your net, at back of the net.
Okay.
Make use of your chances. And if in 7 chances you miss 5, then there's a problem.
Okay.
That's a problem. Now you see the two sides. I'm talking both on the two sides now.
Yeah.
That's why I said he's fairly rated.
Okay. Then let's push forward. Talking about this particular player, Raheem Sterling. We bought Sterling from Man City for over £40 million, if I'm not mistaken, or £45 million. If you had to rate Sterling, saying the truth, just be truthful to the fans, and which will state their own opinion too. Will you say Sterling is overrated or underrated?
I really don't know what to say when it comes to Sterling.
No, forget about the past record. I'm talking about Sterling in Chelsea.
In Chelsea.
Not Sterling in Man City.
Well, he's overrated in terms of the amount that he spent on his head every week. The money that you're giving him every week.
It means his wages.
Yes, his wages is too much for the average performance he gives to us. You understand? But what I want to say about Sterling is this. He's not consistent enough. Yes, he's this off and on player. He's not consistent enough. And for me, I think it's time for Chelsea to look for that player that will be consistent on the wing. Create enough competition. For me, the competition is not even between Mudryk and Sterling, because you cannot even bring Mudryk into this situation anymore.
Exactly.
So for me, I think Chelsea has to go for a left winger to compete with Sterling. So the question of if Sterling is underrated or overrated, at Chelsea, he's overrated.
Okay. Oh yeah, your thoughts and opinion on that. He said he's underrated, overrated. Now, the next player on my list. This one, we sure. This one go tire past small, but we gotta say the truth. Conor Gallagher. Looking at him last season and looking at his performance and everything, even down to the Euros and the current situation right now in Chelsea, is Conor Gallagher overrated or underrated? Say the truth. Spill it out. Say it the way you know it, in different dimensions.
Well, let me say it
both the advantage and the disadvantage.
Because before I go answer this your question, straight up. Well, I see a lot of Chelsea fans saying that Chelsea will regret selling Gallagher, stuff like that. I'm also
one of those fans.
I'm in the middle. I'm not one of those fans. I'm in the middle. You know that line, that middle line. They use the cross ahead. I'm in the middle because I see a lot of things. Gallagher has done very well for Chelsea. He did very well for Chelsea last season.
Yeah.
He recovered the ball a lot of times for us. Understand? And the question I ask myself is, did Gallagher play very well for Chelsea last season because of the way Pochettino played with Chelsea? If you look at...
Or because of the injuries?
Not even the injuries. If you look at the way Pochettino played with Chelsea last season, Chelsea lost the ball a lot of times. Chelsea were not keeping possession very well. And that was when Gallagher now, his strengths had to come in. Because anytime Chelsea lost the ball, he was one that always winning back. He had that energy to always win the ball back. But coming to Maresca's system of play, because I understand that Maresca is trying to keep possession with the ball. If Chelsea keeps possession with the ball, Gallagher is not that player for such style of play, because he's not technical enough to distribute the passes. Because to keep the ball, you have to also learn how to distribute your pass very well. The distribution aspect of him, I've not really seen it. The tactical and
you always say it during
aspect of him is not there. It's not there. Now, this is what Chelsea is trying to do. bro, accept the deal so that we can make money out of you. It's as simple as that.
And also, or you accept
the 3 years contract deal.
Let's watch.
Let's see how the coach can, or let's see what you can do. How you can prove us wrong now. Because we believe you're not technical enough. But accept the 3 years deal. Let us see what you can do. And for me, I was expecting Gallagher to accept the Chelsea deal. But I really don't know. I don't know the reason why he refused to. I'm talking about Gallagher with respect. Because I respect him so much. Because it's not easy to see players that are loyal to their clubs and love their clubs like that. So I think to those Chelsea fans, I think you just need to be less emotional and allow him to move on. We wish him all the best. If you want to win Ballon d'Or at Atletico Madrid, go ahead. But as it is for Chelsea now,
it's a new era.
It's a new era.
So
that's why you see this Enzo Fernandez, we are hitting on. Time will come in the middle of the season if we don't see any positive change.
We'll protest for them to sell him or loan him out.
That is just the thing.
But in all you have said so far, is he overrated or underrated?
Gallagher is underrated.
He's underrated in Chelsea.
Underrated at Chelsea.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one. Then next on my list, though we did not watch him play under Pochettino, but we watched few of his game when he was loaned out to Burnley and Union Berlin in Germany. I'm talking about David Datro Fofana. Is he underrated or overrated?
Fofana is underrated, obviously. For me, he's very underrated.
So if you say he's underrated, that means he fits Chelsea. He's one striker we should keep.
I think he has that presence. And even, if Chelsea was to keep Fofana, I don't think there's any need for them to go for a striker like Jonathan Davids because they are alike. You understand? The only difference is that maybe Fofana doesn't have that height, but you see the energy, you see the strength this guy has. You see a player that can also dribble, a striker that can dribble, and a striker that can finish well. I was expecting Chelsea to use him in this preseason, at least give him 1 or 2 tryouts in this preseason, but it was obvious that Chelsea wanted to sell him out. So for me, he's a very underrated player.
Wow.
Very underrated player.
The table is getting hot. I guess we'll end it here.
For now.
For now, we'll end this segment here for now. And also, don't forget, Gallagher has given Atletico Madrid a yes. A yes, and very soon we'll be hearing, here we go.
Here we go.
And we are hearing that the deal will be a 5-year deal with Atletico Madrid. Though, Gallagher will have to fly to Spain to finalize on that. You understand? So,
we need to say our official goodbye.
No, not now. Not now. And also David Datro Fofana, which he said that is underrated in Chelsea. Also, Chelsea wants to see if they can loan him out and or make pure profit from him. It's not even pure because we bought the guy.
Yes.
We bought the guy. So I don't know how much you will sell him to make their gain. But anyhow, sorry. Don't worry. In the next segment, we'll come back and we'll talk about our goalkeepers. Talk about the defense. Because there's some players we did not really talk about in this segment. You understand? Like I said, this segment is what?
The truth must be heard.
Must be told.
Must be told.
Thank you very much. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Day.